So I received a question from Sean McSorley today via email, and he was asking me, Ben, if your opponent chops extremely heavy backspin to you, but his return is reasonably high, how do you smash it? And that's quite an interesting question. It's something that doesn't happen that often, getting a high ball that's got really heavy backspin. But when it does, it can be a little bit of an intimidating ball and you're not exactly sure what to do with it, because the fact that it's high kind of tells you that you don't want to be pushing it, that you want to attack it. But then the fact that you know that it's really heavy backspin makes you maybe a little bit nervous about putting the ball into the net. So what do you want to do to that kind of ball? I think ideally you do want to be smashing it just because it's high, especially if it's shorter, slightly closer to the net. You should have a good angle to actually smash that straight down. And it just comes down to really committing to the shot. You're going to want to open up your bat angle a little bit and just smash it hard and flat down onto the table. If you hit the ball hard enough, then the backspin shouldn't really matter too much, provided your bat angle is open. Now the problem comes when maybe you're a little bit late to that ball, or you're slightly out of position, and you end up feeling like you're going to miss the ball when you go for it. And what you see a lot of people do is that maybe they try and add a little bit of topspin to it instead of hitting it, or you can just see they're a little bit tentative, not wanting to put the ball in the net, and then that's exactly what happens, the ball goes in the net. So in those situations, maybe it is actually better just to push the ball back, even though it's high, get right underneath it so the backspin doesn't drag it down, push it over, look to attack the next one. But ideally, anything high, especially if it's short, you're going to want to be hitting it really hard and flat if it's got backspin to make sure it goes on. And if it's deeper, it's going to be a little bit more tricky to do that because you haven't quite got the same angle. That's what you want to do with those balls.